Welcome to a brand new episode of Colombo Fashion Forecast, Sri Lanka's only fashion and lifestyle television program. So I hope you enjoyed last week's episode of our adventure and photography, and now today we're going to have some more adventure and more photography. We're going to get a little bit more technical into the adventure and the photography aspect. We are in Sri Lanka paradise. There's so much here to offer, so much of jungle and animals and just a lot of beautiful things in the country. And now we'll speak to Chitral again and find out what more we have to learn today.
As a follow-up to what we discussed last week, when you get into nature photography seriously, there are a couple of basics you need to get. Obviously, you need to get into a DSLR, unless you use a more advanced point and shoot like a G15, which I have in my hands now. The G15 comes like that. It's a pretty good point and shoot camera, but that's a new attachment which goes into this. It makes it ultra wide as well as macro. But this is not for serious photography. So when you start serious, then you get into an entry-level DSLR, or if you're very keen on almost like a die-hard enthusiast, you will go to a mid-range. And it all then depends on what animals you will focus on. If you are a bird specialist, then you'll have to have or accumulate the necessary amount of optics to support that. If you are macro photography, if you are in the rainforest, Singaraja, then certain other elements comes into play. There are different flash elements you need to invest in. If you are a general nature lover, which goes off for almost everything that is wild and free in this country, we live in a country where diversity is amazing. We have from blue whales, which is the largest animal that ever lived in the earth, to the smallest creatures. We have the leopards, we have the gathering hen, which is the sixth greatest animal spectacle in the world, as certified by Lonely Planet. So we got it all in Sri Lanka. So if you're a good nature photographer with diverse interests, I would say you need to invest in a mid-range DSLR to start with. Then you need to get a wide lens, a 70-35 or a good wide lens, because that's extremely handy. 105 micro or something like that if you are into macro photography. Then a 70-200 2.8 is a must-have lens. They call these fast lenses. Fast because it has a 2.8 aperture, absorbs so much of light, and you can shoot at low light situations and create effective photographs. But then when you get into a bit of birds, leopards and things which you cannot approach very close, you need to get a 400 2.8 or ideally a 500, or then you go out to the 600. Now of course Canon even offers the 800mm. So I'll show you a slightly on the high side 1DX body, which is now a flagship of Canon. So that's the top of the range camera. It really is a fast camera. Shoots 14 frames per second. It takes 2 CF cards here, so you can pack yourself with about 64 gigabytes of memory power. And the lens I've attached is a new 500 Mark II. It's the new generation stabilized lens. It gives you about 4 stops of stabilization power. And what it does is that you can actually shoot at 6 o'clock in the evening birds or a shy animal and drop your handheld shutter speed down to about even 1/30th or even less if you have a steady hand. So this kind of camera is really a handful. It provides tremendous firepower to a professional nature photographer. But very important to know that you don't need to invest in all this to become a good nature photographer. Great nature photography actually starts in your backyard. And for that you just need a good entry-level camera, basic lens, and a lot of interest and patience. So with that you start, and then you keep adding on as you go on with the interest you widen in your own now hobby. So I hope you'll enjoy nature photography and explore Sri Lanka's Wisemore.
Dynasty Residence is an apartment complex boasting 18 stories of luxury residential apartments. Dynasty Residence includes single, double, triple and 4-bedroom apartments, duplex style, sky villas and penthouses with private sky gardens. Dynasty Residence includes single, double, triple and 4-bedroom apartments, duplex style, sky villas and penthouses with private sky gardens. The duplex sky villas have been designed to provide optimal privacy and comfort to its residents. Each bedroom offers shading from the rising sun in the east while offering the added benefit of storage. The duplexes consist of the master bedroom with ensuite bathroom, other bedrooms, both dry and wet kitchens, each outfitted with state-of-the-art equipment. Dynasty Residence is truly an oasis of tranquility.
tell me about your favorite suit that you wore tonight?
Actually, I can't give you a right answer because all the suits what I wore is like, my favorites. And the cuts are really nice, beautiful, and I like all.
A very familiar face here, not from the fashion world, but from the cricket world. I'm with Dilshan. Dilshan, tell us what you thought about the fashion show.
I think I'm really enjoying the fashion show. Especially Faisal is doing great job last few years. I think this is another great event I seen him. Especially this is for charity. That's everyone keen. I'm really enjoying today.
I am with someone from the music world. We have Chitral Somapala.
And I'm a bit surprised how everything was well organized, and how can I say that? It's fantastic because anyway, FHEs are one of my schoolmates, so we knew each other for a long time. So on my sudden visit to Sri Lanka, so he invited me to come over the concept thing, and it's really great.
have Ajay Singh. Ajay, tell us what your creative concepts were adding into this beautiful project.
Fawzal has been a regular at Colombo Fashion Week for many years now, and he's really done really well. And every year there's a new evolution. So it was just a way of like formalizing that whole evolution, and I was very happy it was done in the right way. And I'm very happy how it took off. So we look forward to another one, say next year and years after. And I'm really happy and proud with what Fawzal is doing, especially in menswear in Sri Lanka. Now he's the foremost Sri Lankan menswear designer. So it's good fun working with him. So I'm quite happy.